talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How you doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Yeah, let's talk. But first, we're going to drop on a couple different topics here. I know you saw the title. We're going to get to that in a minute. But for those that are new, welcome. My name is JH. I provide a bunch of information that typically is helpful for or informational to the new employees as well as existing employees. If you need to find anything, check the video description below for all the postal needs for all of us. If you need a personal loan, it's down there, loans for feds. If you lost your PIN number, it's down there, the phone numbers. If you're looking for a credit union for your own money, it's down there. Everything is down in the video description. If you want some cool T-shirts, it's down there as well. All of that stuff is for you. I don't make a dime off of it. It's just easy information that I had to accumulate throughout the years, and I put it together, and there it is for you. All right. Number two. A lot of people have been asking about the Postal Service health benefits program, and I'm going to give a little bit of information about that. And then I'm going to also speak about the possibility of eliminating the two-tier pay system through my union. There it is. I just said it. So if you don't want to hear about it, then you're not part of my union, then scram. No, don't scram. Listen, the Postal Service health benefits plan, it's going to start on January 1st, 2025. It's going to bring a few changes for a lot of people that are going to retire. Will it affect the normal people that are here right now? It could be. Some of the providers that we currently had will no longer be available, and you're just going to have to be forced into a new program. All right. The premiums will vary depending on the plan choice. Some people have single, some people have single plus child or plus one, and some people have self plus family. So there's 3 different tiers, and then they have different tiers for the health insurance. So it all depends on what you have. As far as the difference in cost, for the union plans, the ones that the unions offer, I believe, according to what one of my people said, and he saw it, he said his only went up $3 a pay period for a family plan. All right, that's underneath the APWU. So I'm not really sure about that, but you'll be able to see all of this on November 11th, which will be in 2 days from now. That's when you'll start to be available. The availability for you to enroll will be there. The providers will be offered by many of the same providers that we have. The list will be out fully. I did provide a list before, and I asked anybody if they wanted it to email me. A lot of people did. If you didn't, then it's cool. The open enrollment season runs from November 11th to December 9th. A lot of us will have received that personalized letter letting you know. So if you choose not to switch to a different plan, you will automatically be enrolled in the new one. It'll just carry over. I'm Blue Cross Blue Shield. Not saying you should be. I'm saying that's what I'm in. I'm automatically going to just transfer over. And then there's this whole Medicare Part B thing that you have to enroll in once you start getting older. And that doesn't really apply to a lot of people that watch me. Let's see. If you want to find out what your exact cost difference is going to be, you can contact the helpline at 844-451-12 1261 for detailed information. If you want to go on a website, you can go on the Postal Service Health Benefits Program website, or OPM PSHB program. Office of Personnel Management, Postal Service Health Benefits Program. Just Google it, it'll pop up. And you can, if you are a Blue Cross Blue Shield person, you can go on the FEP, Federal Employees Blue Compare Plans. So if you have your old plan, you have your new plan. If you're a Blue Cross Blue Shield person, actually no. Yeah, if you are, you can just put this plan side by side, Federal Employee Program. Just put them side by side, see what the differences are. All right. I know that's a lot of information, but a lot of you asked, so I tried to find the information for you. A lot of the stuff you got to kind of dig around the internet and just pull it up and then, cross-reference it and talk to a couple people and make a phone call and sit there on hold while you're playing video games. That's how I get a lot of my information. Okay. All right. Now, on to the third thing. In APWU, back in, it was beginning of the negotiations was back in June of 2024. They stated that they were going to aim for a one-tier pay scale. So for those that don't know, the American Postal Workers has a two-tier pay scale. The structure was implemented in 2010 to 2015 contract, not quite like the NALC, and has been the point of contention within the union. The two-tier system means the employees hired after May of 2011 are on a different pay scale compared to those hired before that date. APWU has been actively working to eliminate this two-tiered wage structure, arguing that it creates division and negatively impacts employee retention and job stability. So this is something that our president continually speaks about on a consistent basis. Not quite like the other president. Ours at least states that he is attempting it. Now, I don't know if the NALC has conceded and just kind of given up that. So if they did, it kind of sucks for the APWU. If we're trying to negotiate it, that's just an opinion thrown in there with some of this facts. The proposal was submitted. Our proposal was submitted back on June 25th of 2024. That was just a few months ago. To eliminate the two-tier wage structure during the first day of our contract negotiations. That's the first thing he asked for. At least we know what we were trying to get at. The union's objective was it aims to create an all-career workforce. At least we are attempting that. And that's where the, a lot of the carriers say, man, our union sucks. I don't know if your union's, the union doesn't suck. It's the people that are in place that may not be strategic in their, or forthcoming or transparent in what it is that they're looking for. Silence, it's bad. It's creating a lot of dissension amongst all of the carriers. They're trying to eliminate the PSEs, the Postal Service employees, which I agree with. Now, I was a PSE. A PSE is just a level. For those that are watching me, PSE is not a job. People are like, hey, I applied to be a PSE. I said this years ago, and I'm gonna say it again. PSE is not a job, it's just a level. Just like the mail handler assistant, it's like the city carrier assistant, the rural carrier assistant. PSE is just a level. Postal support employee, that's all it is. And I was one for almost 4 years. So somebody coming straight in as career, will it bother me? No. My craft already eliminated the PSEs from my craft as a truck driver. So it can be done. They come straight in as PTF. Why can't they do that over in the carriers is beyond me. One of the main reasons is retention issues. A lot of the PSEs came in and they quit. Yup, they sure did. The PSEs with the clerks are still there, yes. As far as my craft, no. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. There are no PSEs In the maintenance craft, it's only in the clerk craft. So I believe that the clerks got to step up. Whoever heads that, in my opinion, they need to step up. We got one leader up at the top. That's Mr. Diamondstein. So he should negotiate for all career. I'm assuming that he's referring to the PSEs under the clerk craft, because truck drivers come in as career, the maintenance craft come in as career. The only craft that doesn't come in as career are the clerks. So at least he's aiming for that. If you've already eliminated the PSEs for the other two, there shouldn't be no issue eliminating it for that one. Which is why I would throw it back at the carriers and say, why is your president, anyway. The reason that things are obviously taking place and it's going to be a little slower is because obviously the election just passed. Not an excuse, it's kind of what happened. And you can look a lot of this information up on the APWU website. He's pretty forthcoming with what he is talking about, what he's aiming for. And as far as the difference in an all-career workforce is about $4 to $6 an hour, which is a substantial difference. What does that do for the current people that work there now? I don't know. I didn't get there yet. I'm not going to sit there and falsely tell my people that I know what's going on with the tiers and eliminating tables and assuming this, that, this, and the third. When I get that information, I will definitely share it, but I'm not going to gaslight and have y'all on some false hopes. So for those of us that have been there for a minute, what do we have to look forward to? I don't know. We'll find out. But there's one thing for certain and two things for sure. For the carriers that are watching me, you know that I'm everything USPS with JH. And I am not a carrier, and for y'all that understand that, I do have all the other crafts that watch me. You realize that the carrier craft has been the loudest and the most aggravated when it comes down to these negotiations. You don't see a bunch of people you see one or two here saying, man, it's messed up, I didn't come in as career and I'm a PSC. But even the career people that work with me, they say they want more money, but they're not crying like the carriers. Which means, at the end of the day, the carriers is really getting shafted. That is my opinion that I just threw in there. I can kind of do that because it's kind of my channel. And I'm sure a lot of the carriers agree. They're getting shafted. I really hope that y'all do the right thing when it comes down to the end of your contract or voting on your contract. Here's another thing. Some of you may have heard your ballots are not going to be coming out till next week or so. And by the time they're all sent back in and started to be counted, it's probably towards the second, third, fourth week of December. You're not really going to know anything till the beginning of next year before you even get a result, whether or not that tentative agreement even passed. So somebody else mentioned it before. Oh yeah, that was me about 4 or 5 months ago. But I'm not going to gaslight you, at least. I'm not this guy. Nah, I ain't going to drag you on. So I just want y'all to kind of be patient. Like I said, I got a nice little chat group with a bunch of different carriers around the country, and they're all different levels. And if you haven't listened to my podcast, go check it out. They're all optimistic that something positive is going to come out of this. I don't know if it's going to be money. I think that unity has come from this. I think that the people around the country have become more unified, which is, it's really, really good, because once you're unified, more people are going to start to show up to the unions, like I've been mentioning in the past. And the more people that show up to the unions, I believe they're going to start to change the culture. I've been screaming that from about a year now, change this culture. And hopefully y'all are doing it. It's beautiful to see all the new people talking out and speaking out and being bold and sharing their opinions and their feelings without the threat of, retaliation, because we've all learned so much from each other. A lot of people don't realize that when people are in the comment sections, you're sharing information and people are gathering that information. People are learning from each other. There's one person that leaves a comment in here that leaves an article, a section number, an article all the way down there. And top to bottom, every single comment that this person leaves is the same exact thing. But they're sharing information. Y'all keep sharing that information and keep the good fight going. Mr. Diamondstein, I'm sure you've heard of me. I appreciate the little bit that you're doing so far. Just all I'm asking on behalf of my brothers and sisters in my union is that you continue to be transparent. All right? Appreciate y'all. This is JH. I gotta record another video now on a different topic. I'm about to get at these shop stewards. Lego.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.